Hello, everybody. This is Wyspell Tarot, and I am here to do a pick a card, and it's going to be about what you should expect for you in 2025. Today's January 1st, but this is timeless. So let's say you see this in July of 2025. Well, it's the rest of your year. So this is what you should, you know, focus on and what to expect in terms of lessons that may come across you or yeah, what's ahead. So you are going to go ahead and pick one of these lovely cards, and then from there, with the crystal that it applies to, you are going to see the crystals up close so you have like a better idea, and then we'll get started. So just go with your intuition, whatever is, pulling your energy, where you can't keep your eye away from. You just keep going back. It just keeps going there. So just trust yourself. Your guides are there to help you. And yeah, if you would like to book a reading, you can find me on Linktree. You'll see the link on the description of this video. I would love that. I'm also on TikTok, and I have a profile on Instagram, but I never use it. I really need to get cracking on that. I'm also, as you can tell, I don't have a lot of subscribers to this. I am legit, I'm real, but this is me trying to make more efforts into YouTube. So I would love a follow, us, that would just be amazing, or a like. That would really help get me, more traction. But regardless, whoever sees this, thank you for seeing it, and I hope this reading helps you. So with that said, let's get started. You have got the True Heart Tarot here by Rachel True. She was an actress on the original movie The Craft. She's a real witch, though. And she's one of the coven witches. She had the very curly hair and beautiful face. Just gorgeous. It's haunting. But this is, I digress. This is the goldstone heart. Okay, so I like it because it's sparkly. All right. This is the Wyspell Tarot deck, and it's a depiction from the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but a few changes with the tumble. I think it's a tumble, or is this like a rough cut? I don't know what you call these, but it's citrine. Are these the tumbles? Tumbles are the ones that are polished. I don't know, but this is citrine. Okay, good for cleansing. And has that goldish theme. And then you've got the Witch's Tarot. Literally, that's what it's called. With the amethyst. Very, rough kind of. I don't know what you call this either. I'm not really good with the names or the types, but this is amethyst. Okay. All right, you can pause the video here, take your time, and choose whichever crystal it was calling your attention, or whatever card that it goes with. And if you are watching that reading and it doesn't feel like it's right, then it's not for you. And maybe one of the other ones that you were, maybe wondering about could be for you instead. So if it doesn't resonate, don't make it fit, okay? But with that said, let's get started. Feel free to pause here and let's go. Okay, welcome back. This is for pile 1, and I've already just went ahead and picked without seeing what your cards are for Oracle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at how these messages come together, and then we'll go into your tarot deck just to see what are the messages for 2025 for you in love, life, whatever I see, whether it's career, finances, or love, it doesn't matter. Whatever messages are here. So I'm using the Divinely Guided Messages of Love, the Moonology Oracle, and the Starseed Oracle, which is a little ethereal and a little heady. So we'll have to really dive in there. But here you go, pile one. Your unexpected outcome. Things didn't go the way I planned. Interesting. For your Moonology card is a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So if Libra is in your chart, great. Doesn't have to be. And this one is Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Interesting. I'm just gonna kind of do one of these so it looks, you know, viewable. But so far, just looking at this without looking at the guidebooks, it seems like the overall message is being comfortable with change. Like it from first glance, it appears as if everything's falling apart. But, you know, if you just stay level-headed, everything is going to come out okay. Outcome. I just put that together. You know, staying grounded, staying at peace. You know, this looks like somebody who has that third eye open, and all of this, like, it looks like if you're a fan of Dune, like the water of life is hitting you, and this is Paul Atreides, and, you know, his eyes opening up after he drinks the water of life, and he starts to open that third eye, and he gets connected to his ancestors. It's just like enlightenment. It kind of gives me that vibe, like spiritual awakening, but just trusting the universe and knowing that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. But let's look more into that balance. That's the outcome here. So it looks like, you know, so far so good, but in 2025, things are going to balance out. So what I found interesting in the Star Keeper and the full moon in Libra is the connection to these cards is, well, one, the coloring is very interesting, but it's about duality, like community, the collective. So being in partnership with your community and with the collective. And the Star Keeper, it says you're here for a double You're here for a double mission. Get it together. To grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world, but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. So as a starseed, you are not of Earth. You are of another, you know, an alternate reality, an alternate universe, a galaxy, a whole different world. That's where your soul's from. That's what starseeds are. So if you've always felt a little different, a little outcasted, a little like, you know, beat to your own drum and you just never feel quite like you fit in, that's one of the signs. Obviously, if you're very intuitive. But your activation for this card is acknowledge that you are a star keeper and you should choose to anchor your light and stay as grounded as possible. Right. And so with the full moon in Libra, this card is about choosing either a new relationship, a partnership, because Libra is a lot about duality, balance, and romance. Oftentimes it's either your relationship in 2025 is going to make a unexpected change, or you're going to have a new relationship because maybe the other one dissolved. I don't know. But not everything is going to go the way that you want it to. So to attune to this card is to let go of that which is falling away. But no matter when you pull this card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. So dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. So negotiations are easier. And it's always good to see the perspective of the other person. But there's also time for you to focus on yourself. So it's either you're going to have a new relationship or new work partnership, and it's going to take it to the next level. So it could be a new level of commitment or of, higher purpose. So really interesting stuff that is this message. So whatever is on the way, it's looking like there's something to do with you and your community, you and another person, whatever the case may be, but things not being as expected as you want them to be, but it all working out in the end. And also just knowing that you don't have to be of your community to be successful, to be felt like you are on the right path. Like you can still fit in, if you will, right? Like a star seed has a hard time doing. So, all right, well, that is interesting. My cat is growling behind me because her sister is antagonizing her. So I apologize if you can hear that. Aria, stop it. Be nice. They're just kind of like staring at each other. It's about to get ugly. The tails are wagging. All right. Ooh, the world at the bottom of the deck. And I was just talking about that. Let's see what's the situation. Oh, thank you, Spirit. The Hierophant in reverse. That's Taurus energy. What about action, Spirit? The Princess of Discs in reverse. I hate saying that word. And in the outcome is the Ace of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Middle is the Four of Swords in reverse. I picked 2 cards on accident. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And then Justice in reverse. Can you please? Can you please? This card is represented by Libra. There's a lot of Libra here. But how is it that the last card I pick is this card? I'm telling you, man, Spirit's has a lot of fun. You also got, so you got Taurus, Libra, and Sagittarius energy here. Doesn't have to be some Earth energy for sure, though, with Taurus. All right. So the Hierophant is traditional. It's, he is and I say he because it's always depicted as a masculine person, but he is the Pope. He's the star seed. Let's put it that way. He is a star keeper. Okay, if you want to talk about that. He's the one that's most enlightened and closest to Spirit. And it's represented by Taurus, number 5. But there's also this, they're all looking up at him like, what do you think? What do you have to say? You talk to God every day. What is he saying? Like that kind of Judeo-Christian kind of thing. But in reverse, it's about being stubborn and being uncomfortable with change, like not caring for it whatsoever. And so it's looking like that's something that you are going to be struggling with. Oh, no. Oh, okay. The Hermit. To clarify that Hierophant. The Princess of Cups and the Six of Swords. To clarify the Hierophant. You got Virgo energy here. So, things are not going the way as you thought, right? And there's a Hermit here who is, when we're looking at the full moon in Libra, it's like time for you to reflect on your needs and this person is trying to light the way. They're trying to light their path, to understand, to have more self-realization, self-reflection, self-discovery, you know, all of those things, and trying to find a way to get across to, you know, that side of enlightenment, of happiness, of like joy, trying to figure life out, if you will. And so, you know, the Page of Cups is somebody who is very idealistic, creative, in love with love, idealistic to a fault, like very gullible, is too like naive and unrealistic about things sometimes. And so it's cute and lovey-dovey, but it, you know, the Page of Cups tends to fall hard fast. And so we're trying to avoid that energy, because if you can trust that, you know, that like that gut feeling of just going for it kind of thing can blow up in your face. That's the issue here. So we're trying to avoid getting into a ruckus and hoping that no matter what pickle you find yourself in, that you are going to get to the other side. Those birds are going to drop her nowhere near those swords. She's going to be good, unless they're floating devices. I don't know. But we're trying to get out of the storm, right? And it's interesting that they're both looking to this way. I don't know how you're saying this, to the right. I mean, it's just interesting. It's like you're walking this path towards that. So don't resist that need for self-reflection, that change. Like, be open to change. Like, that is the biggest message that I can take from this. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, you got another page here of coins in reverse. I feel like it's like, do you need to know all the details about your future? Do you have to have everything lined up as you wanted? Does it have to be that way? Is that really necessary? Can you just be okay with what is? King of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse, the Sun. You got Leo heavy in here, more fire, and also Aries and Sag with Judgment is all fire signs. You see the eye. There is this like fear of failure, right? So wanting to know all the details is you avoiding failure. You can't be comfortable with uncertainty. And so the only way that you feel like you could do something is if it's a sure bet, and that, you know, the end is going to be good for you. It's going to work out in the end, kind of thing. It's going to make you very, very happy. Otherwise, you don't want to get involved. So more details, the better. I don't think Spirit wants you to go about it that way. I think there needs to be self-reflection on confidence that things will work out the way they're supposed to. Staying grounded. Just because it's not going the way that you planned doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So are you going to miss out on opportunities because you're afraid things will blow up in your face? Fair. I get it. But not the way to go about it. Like, yes, inform yourself, but it's really more about trusting yourself. You know, trusting that you are the star keeper, that there is a win-win here, that it is possible. But by you being so focused on information and must know this and must know that, Spirit's saying you must know more about yourself than the details of whatever's going on. Okay. Do you know you? That's what Spirit wants to know and wants you to figure out. So, because the outcome here is self-love. And, you know, when it's in reverse, the Ace of Cups, it's just like you're not putting your needs first. You're not taking care of you. And that's going to keep you unbalanced. You know, there's going to be an imbalance in your life, and it's because you're not putting your needs first and you're not trusting yourself enough to make a decision. Or you're not, you know, you are caught up in the details of stuff because one, you're afraid of failure, but also you don't trust yourself. Like you don't trust that you make good decisions. Like, why would you go into a situation with that, you know, mentality? Of course, you're not going to make decisions about anything because, you know, if you don't trust yourself and you don't have info, yeah, you're going to just be stuck. And that page of coins in reverse is all about getting stuck. So nothing is going to go your way with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's all going to just, it's luck will not be on your side. Timing will not be on your side. You will not appreciate or be receptive to fate. And so there will be no building something amazing with others. There will never be, you know, yeah, like just building on success. There will be a lot of like there's an imbalance is causing health issues. So that anxiety or depression that holds you down, that makes you not trust yourself, all it does is keeps you in disharmony, keeps you feeling like, you know, you got judgment and then you got fairness going on here with justice. And it's like, it feels like everything is just not going your way. Like it is just not possible. And it's just how you go about it. It's the energy you're putting out that is causing this. And so Spirit is like, it's okay if you feel like you don't fit in to this earth. Doesn't mean you have to be successful. You can still do things, but you've got to try. And if you're too afraid of making a decision with that full moon in Libra, it's like it's time to make a decision because you don't have enough details. It's not coming from like, well, I'm not informed energy, because you're fooling yourself if that's what it is. It's because you don't trust yourself. That's why you are hell-bent on making sure you have the info. Because anytime you trusted yourself, things would blow up in your face. That's convenient to say, but that's too black and white. That's very, you know, self-punishing and you're personalizing. It's an irrational thought. It's not true. There are other circumstances. It's how you're going about situations. So this reading is a big, like, I'm going to kick your butt kind of reading. I mean, it is just, that's what it is. Let me get one Angel Answers card for you to see if we got one final message for you for encouragement. So, you know, something to reflect on this year is how you go about your life, how you prioritize your needs, and to learn how to trust yourself. And it's okay if things aren't going the way that they're supposed to. So I want you to like dig deep right now and think of a question. And I'm gonna pull a card, and that will be your answer. So you can pause it here. Spirit, angels, what is Pile One's answer? No. I had this feeling that card was going to come out for some reason. I kept seeing it in my third eye. Not the right time. The situation will improve. But it's up to you. So no, not right now. It's not the right time. That is your answer. I hope this helped. I'm so sorry. It just probably feels really like, ugh, thanks for that reading, Mariposa. It's not meant to hurt you. It really is about you being this energy right here. Just remember, you're the star keeper. You have a strong spirit team there of your spirit guides, your ancestors, your soul family, your star family. If you feel like you are star seed or have been informed of being one. But remember, it's like the water of life analogy. I want you to watch the movie Dune if you haven't. It is not about, religious Messiah, but it's about like intuition, using the voice. It's like, how are you going to use your power? That's what you should be looking at. So I hope this helped. Thank you so much. If you'd like to book a reading, feel free to click the link in the description. And also you can find me on TikTok. I've been kind of falling behind because I started a new job. So, but anyway, Happy New Year, Happy New You, Happy New Life, Happy New way of going about things, Happy self-discovery journey. Okay? Remember that. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Here is your reading. I'm going to start with some oracle messages to kind of give me an idea of what's this overall message for you for 2025. So I, off camera, went ahead and picked these cards from different decks. I've got the Sacred Forest Oracle, the Starseed Oracle, and the Lovers Oracle. That's what I thought. Okay, sorry. Lovers Oracle. So obviously that's often about love. So I haven't looked at these, so let's go ahead and Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay. Your Starseed card. Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. My will to thy will. Huh. And okay, Rainbow Waterfall Miracles. The reason why I'm laughing is because I was shuffling it and I accidentally turned it around. I was like, no, I wasn't supposed to see it, right? And so I put it back in. I was like, no. And so I shuffled again, shuffled, and then it was the same card. That's why I laughed. I had a feeling. All right, so it was intended. Spirit was like, no, I did that on purpose. Like, I knew you were going to do that. Get it together, Mariposa. But miracles, breath of the cosmos, romance, micromanaging the universe. You got 31 here. So if 4 feel like rainbows or butterflies, Mariposas. Hate to admit it, but I'm kind of like, ow. You are going to go to the end of the rainbow and there's going to be your lover. And then it's just going to be breathe a sigh of relief. Look at that tarot reading. Wasn't that great? I know. I'm smart. Yeah, I have no idea. So let me do some reading. Okay, the craziness of this is something similar to pile 1 is happening here with pile 2 with the 2 oracle cards. I kid you not. So with Rainbow Waterfall, this is about the idea that the rainbow after a storm represents hope and promise for a bright future. Know now that the gifts of the universe are flowing into your life. This is your time. Let go of fear and doubt. All is well. You don't have to do it all yourself. Let the Creator step in and solve challenges for you in mysterious and wondrous ways. These everyday miracles, they're occurring around you. You need to watch for them, embrace them, let go of the fear and doubt, And as you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, greater gifts will grow around you in spectacular ways. Be open to receive, but you don't have to do it all yourself. Let the Creator step in, right? And then looking at Breath of the Cosmos, it says, when we rely on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. And everyone around you can feel it, and so can the universe. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. So Spirit was like, no, please. The rainbow waterfall card must be seen because you have to believe that things will happen. You just have to let it be. You just have to let it go and let it flow. And you'll see all the miracles that are around you, all of the beautiful colors, and take a peek, pay attention and close your eyes and know that the universe is just going to, just take it in. Universe has got you. Like everything's going to be okay. You don't have to do everything yourself. You don't have to plan things. You can trust. And it looks like, as you can see, this reading is probably about your romantic life. So this has something to do with a love situation of some kind. So let's look at what the situation is. Spirit, can you show me? Thank you. The 8 of Wands in reverse. For the action, please. I've got a few. I've got the Chariot and Justice, which was also a card in the pile 1 reading. So you've got Cancer and Libra, both cardinal signs. And card for the outcome. Oh, the 5 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the 5 of Wands in reverse. Middle, 3 of Wands. Top, Queen of Wands. A lot of wands, a lot of fire. So you got Aries in here as well. Okay. Sorry, I just gotta, do one of these. Do one of these. Okay. 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 So it's not happening fast enough, it looks like. There is this urgency here. Now, what's interesting is you got 2 people in the action. So this could represent you and them. You might be a Libra, you might be a Cancer, or an Aries. Take it or leave it. Does not have to be. We'll probably see more signs as we go, but it's interesting that there are 2 people being represented in the action. And this card is very much about action, taking swift, quick action, communicating your desire. You want something, you're like, let's go. And there's this like full stop. There's this, I don't know, hesitation or impatience that's going on here. It's like not happening fast enough. Let me clarify. Micromanaging, huh? Three of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So you got Taurus energy in here. Yeah, you know, the King of Pentacles the Knight of Pentacles tends to go very slow, but he's a very patient, calm, chill dude. Yeah, it's like you're waiting for something. Whether it's you are hoping that this Taurus energy will return. There was a dispute of some kind. Something fell through and it caused it, and it came from a fearful place. A fear of, you know, commitment or something. For some of you, it's you're just waiting to see when this person is going to commit to you, but you're also unable to see it, right? You're not seeing the miracles that are around you. You got a blindfold on. Everything's going to work in its time. You have to trust. And so looking at the action here, you've got a lot going. I mean, these are two very positive cards. You've got, you know, victory, success. You know, when we're talking about going for it, the Chariot is that energy, like full speed ahead, in control. You know your destiny, right? It's like that's what you want, which is the micromanaging kind of thing. But it's just something that maybe you have always been a person who's a go-getter and just gets things done, and you're used to that. And it's hard to be like fair about that process, to be like, you know, thy will. It's not my will, but it's thy will. Like it's together. It's like you and me. But what's the action here? The Tower in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Swords in reverse. Good night. Oh, Aries and Scorpio energy. Oh, God. Listen, yeah. Pile 2, you got chill. You got chill, or things are just going to fall apart. The unexpected, you know, the thing that you're really wanting and you're afraid of it not happening will, whatever energy, whatever happened here, whatever this dispute is, if you go about it your way of normally going about it, which is potentially rash or spontaneous or not like impulsive, if you can't control that impulsivity, it is not going to go the way you want it to go. It will fall apart, and tremendously, like major crash landing, like just house on fire kind of thing. Like you'll go from like 100 to 0 fast. You know what I mean? It's not like 0 to 100. No. 100, everything's great. And it's like, boom, like stop, full stop. So we need to go about this differently. That is not the action you're trying to take. You're trying to be fair. You're trying to be positive minded. So knowing that together we can, you know, manage this chariot in the race, and, you know, whatever, you know, wherever we're headed in the future, we're doing this together. I'm not just bulldozing into it, or I'm not just having to have it a specific way, or I don't have to win this argument, or whatever. Because you've got the 5 of Swords here. This card is about, I'm going to win at all costs. I don't care what it does to everybody around me. I want what I want, and too freaking bad. That's what I want. I'm not here to have disagreements. I'm not here to, have a dispute or go to court or, talk about this, argue my case. It's either it is or it is not. I want it this way. And Spirit is saying, you got to let that go. It doesn't have to be that way. You could still be this confident badass who is an ideal partner to go on new journeys with, new discoveries, new, conquests, right? Like, you are very confident. You are a very dynamic person. You're very attractive, and that good thing, you attract good things towards you. There's really no need to fight for this. There's no need for such intensity. It can go your way. It's just the way you're going about it. Anything else, Spirit, about the 5 of Swords? Especially on that Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands, Page of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like, I know it's hard to still have interest in this, but you don't have to do all the work. Let others do the work. Release the burden. You've carried a lot of weight. You've gone through a lot of things. You don't have to work so hard to get what it is that you want, because Cupid's coming. All right. Eros is on its way. The god of love. And, right? Yeah. Aphrodite and him, they had babies. Or something. So you don't have to know how it's going to really go. And it's going to be really hard for you to sit back and not take offers or not pursue something. It's going to feel really difficult, really out of your norm. But I think we're trying to avoid, we don't need to bulldoze over everything. We don't have to do everything and say, yes, this is what I want, and I don't care what happens. We don't need to go about it that way. So this is another tough reading. Pile 1 and 2, good night. This might pile 1 might resonate, so you can check that out if you want. But there's a lot of urgency in this reading that Spirit is trying to tell you. You've got to calm it, slow your roll. Everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to, and the way that you feel like it must go is not actually the way. There are other ways to go about this. I'm going to pull an Angel Answers card now. Go ahead and pause the video and ask a question, and whatever card comes up will be your answer. So, it's more of a yes or no question kind of thing. But go ahead and think of a question, and whatever card comes out will be your answer. Well, these wanted to come out. There's something better. Get more information. Take action. That's so funny at the bottom of the deck. No. And choose a new direction. Okay, what? I know I said one card, but here we are. Alas, I lie. There's something better, but you need more info. So choose a new direction. You know, it's like the way it came out. So these cards came out together, right? There's something better, get more information. Then I got take action, and then I got no, choose a new direction. So if I were to put this in a sentence, I'd be like, look, there's something better, but you need more information. Take action. However, not until you got to get you got to get that information before you choose that new direction. But whatever was going on, it ain't it. Like, we got to go about this another way. We need to flip the script. So the angels are basically aligning and saying the same thing, which is there's a better way of doing this, but you need to be informed. You need to teach yourself how to do this and then choose that direction, but don't do it impulsively without really thinking these things through, right? So when we're thinking about the rainbow waterfall and, you know, Cupid, so this, because this is about a love situation, most likely, you got to trust that it's going to work out, but you've got to go about this differently. The way you've always done it, not it. So if that means take a step back, sit with it, focus on being more patient, more balanced, and then release control and don't micromanage the universe because it's doing its job. This is all planned out. It's going to work out. You got to trust. That is the lesson for 2025 for you, pile 2. If you would like to book another a reading with me, personal, what the hell? A personal reading, you can look at the link from Linktree in the description. And I also have a TikTok. I have an Instagram, but I barely use that one, but I'm mostly on TikTok. Hopefully that will continue. But if you follow, that would be amazing because I'm trying to do more on my YouTube. As you can tell, it needs a lot of work. But this was your reading. I hope this helped. There's some tough love. If it didn't resonate, it wasn't for you. So look at one of the other piles. Maybe something will come through. But pile 1 was very similar. I don't know what's going on because I used 2 different decks. I use all kinds of different decks here. But maybe there's more in that one for you as well. But good luck because romance is headed your way. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading about your what to expect in 2025. I picked oracle decks just to kind of give me an overall message, just a theme to figure out what this is. I've got divinely guided messages of love oracle. I've got the moonology oracle and the starseed oracle to help us out. So I haven't looked at them. Let's get started. Overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. Ooh. Oh. What do you need to release? The waning moon. And your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Okay. Interesting. So it's kind of looking like this is a career situation, but also there seems to be some kind of overall burden that's going on in your life where just having to make a decision seems to be too much. Like it's just getting out of control. And, who wants to deal with all that? I'm getting like this sort of, I'm really overwhelmed. I'm carrying on with too much stuff. It's so draining. But but how do I release that? And when I do, what am I going to start doing after that? It's like too much. let go, start over is sort of like the overall message here. So what do you need to release? Well, looking at the guidebook, it's like not the time to start anything new around this time. So if you're in a waning moon, right, you're looking at the moon going from full to new. So it's slowly disappearing. And then you're going to start something new. Generally, it's what you're supposed to do. Like new moons are about, for me, it's more about reflection of like how you want, what setting intentions. But a full moon, as it's going from full moon to new, that trajectory is more about like letting things go to start over, to start again. So as you go through this whole phase, after that goes through, that's when you release, and then you breathe that in, you let that happen, you let that marinate, you manifest, and then you create. So this could be like a job. Let's say there's this job, you're taking on way too much. You're working 70 hours a week and you just can't do it. You're about to fall apart. How do I let this go? I don't have to do this. I really don't. I could do something else with my life. This is just absolutely insane. Let it go. It's okay to take it as long as you can financially or whatever the case may be. Let go of the idea that you have to cling on to this. Start looking for another job once you've decided. And think outside of the box. Think that, this card is the last card in this deck, which is really interesting. So it's about like, look at all the colors here, like go for it, right? You're the artist of your life and your life is a canvas. So take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create in 2025, right? So reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. And it's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. So, what are you being called to create in your life? That is what your reading and 2025 is going to be about. So, let's get into tarot now. If you're looking for a love message here, maybe it's time to release your habits in your dating life, or the type that you keep dating, and start thinking of a new approach. If you're if you're single, try something else. If the same old is not working, you got to change it up. But let's see, Spirit, show me a card for the situation. 9 of Cups in reverse, card for the action. Oh dear, I'm just taking that one. King of Cups. Okay, you got Scorpio here. And card for the outcome. The Lovers. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords in reverse. Middle, Ace of Cups in reverse. And 6 of Cups in reverse at the top. So maybe it is about love. Maybe. Okay. Well, it's about choosing to do something, just to, about making a choice for sure. Because like the 9 of Cups is about, you did it all. Like you're on the right track. Like you look at you, all the success, all the accolades. It's also a card about a little bit of like wanting too much, like a little greedy. Like you want it all. Like I want all the trophies. You know, I want all of this. I want all of that. I want this, this, and this, and this. And so maybe it's like you bit off more than you can chew with this Nine of Cups in reverse with that overwhelmed card. Or you've been wanting to do something and it just doesn't feel like it's going the right way. Six of Wands in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. You got Aries energy here. Oh, by the way, you got Gemini here too. Yeah, it's just like I failed. I thought I had an idea of what I wanted. I felt really confident about it. And then it's just like did not go as planned. I had a vision for the future. I put some effort into this. I put some time into this. I invested in this way of doing things, but every time I tried, I just fell flat. Every time I, made myself more confident or more attractive or more this and this, as a candidate or something like that, it just never worked. So all of my effort all became so overwhelming, right? And now I'm just like, I've got to let go of this idea. If it's a love situation, it's like I keep dating the same type of people and I keep getting my heart stomped on. I'm looking for a King of Cups. I'm looking for the ultimate long-term romantic, sensual, sexy, generous, good listener, committed partner who's like, let's go, baby. I'm here for it. I'm here for you. But I ain't getting that. So there's like this need for emotional connection, like how to be, more creative, very much so. As a Scorpio, Scorpios can be very creative, artistic, and so very emotional. You don't have to be a Scorpio, it's just the energy. Let me clarify. 10 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the King of Swords. You've got Aquarius in here too. Well, it's a love reading. I mean, Jesus. You got the 10 of Cups here, but that's, also about like, your fulfillment, like being completely full. Like you were at the 9 of Cups upright. You were like, I'm on cloud 9. That's the idea. Once you get to the 10 of Cups, it's like, I've done it. I've created what I've wanted to create. But with the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse, that card screams overwhelm. Then you got this other figure here, this Aquarius figure, who is the complete opposite in terms of how to approach love or whatever from the King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotionally driven. The King of Swords is logically driven. So more of a cerebral, type person, more of a thinker, more of a strategist, more of a logistic, type of approach to making major life decisions. Can be a little curt, can be a little blunt, can be a little mean about it, can, just be a little too honest. Like slow down, sir. It's not that serious. But that's the idea, is a little bit of that. So are we looking for, we're thinking about the type of person that, if we're looking at it like that, like the thing that you need to change up, I think honestly, it's like, be more logical. Maybe you're being too swept up into this romantical stuff that you need to really change it up. Your life is your canvas, but like you can think about maybe the people that you're dating or the way you're going about your romantic life, you got to change it up. Is it logical what you're doing? Are you being realistic? Now, you want a soulmate with the Lovers here. You want something that is rare, and that could be a little unrealistic. So are you wanting too much out of partners? You know, that could be a thing. Like, you need to release that idea. It's too much. So there is a connection to children here. You know, you got children over here, and the Six of Cups in reverse is about, well, the Six of Cups in general is about, you know, it could be connected to your inner child, childlike energy, or childhood trauma is another thing too. With that Ace of Cups in reverse and then the Page of Cups in reverse, there's a lot of insecurity here, a lot of naivete, if you will. So I think there's a lot of you know, harsh reality check that needs to happen here. That's the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that's that heavy burden that we're talking about. Oh, these cards aren't going to come out. Yep, the Five of Cups. And I'm just a little worried that Sister Friend's going to get blocked. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Just to clarify more, with the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you know, there is this like fear of like abandonment that's fueling the approach that you keep going for. You're not releasing that approach. There's some release that you need from your childhood and your fear of abandonment and your fear of being alone. There's definitely some introspection that needs to happen there. So it's really time to step inside a little bit and think about all the things that have left you, or things that have, you know, made you feel like you're going to be alone for the rest of your life, something like that. There's this mentality of fear of poverty, fear of not having enough, fear of never reaching fulfillment. That's fueling, like you're grieving something that has not even been lost yet. You feel me? There is pessimism here, but there's pessimism because there are high standards, the high expectations that you're trying to live by that are unrealistic. Nobody can meet them. You're not going to find that. So your perception of who your soulmate is probably completely not on your radar. So we need to release this idea. So I think there is time for you to reflect on, why are you determined to have a specific person with whatever that is, you know? I mean, this is not practical magic. We're not like manifesting a guy with a green eye and a blue eye, you know what I mean? Like, why have your relationships failed? Was it because you wanted them to, in the self-sabotage, wounded child, you know, kind of thing, where it's like, I'm looking to have failed relationships, so I'm going to set these impossible standards and then have it blow up in my face and then just like point fingers? No, we don't want to do that. I'm not saying that's what you were doing, but that's an example. You know, why are there such expectations for yourself even, and for your person? So maybe the way you perceive your romantic life needs to change. So for 2025, Spirit is challenging you to reflect on your choices. For some reason, I was asked to do this. So the Eight of Pentacles, this card is about, you know, working hard at it. Spirit is basically saying, it ain't going to be easy. I know it's going to be real hard. you're gonna want to give up. So it's a big deal. So I think 2025, honestly, if I were, gonna just speak intuitively, is a time for you to focus on self-renewal and self-love and self-compassion and healing your inner wounded child, healing you before you want to be emotionally available and responsible, like this King of Cups, to get this 10 of Cups, to get this Lover's energy. You got to heal yourself. You got to work on you. That's the only way to go about it. But let's pull an Angel's Answers card. You're going to ask a question. You can pause the video and think about it, but you're going to ask a yes or no question, and I am going to pull Angel Answers to see what your answers are for this question. So that's not how we're going to do that. Okay. Spirit, angels, what is the answer for pile 3? A year from now. See what I was saying? I think this year needs to be about taking care of you. The situation will improve. There's something better. Top of the deck. It's up to you. It's up to you. A year from now. Not the right time. Meditation will help. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait. Yeah, forgiveness. So, yeah, time to really ask questions, trusting your inner, your higher self, asking your higher self, being comfortable with being on your own and succeeding as you are as a whole person. But a year from now, so Spirit wants you to focus on 2025, on loving yourself, on being happy with you, knowing that there will be something better. This is not going to be forever, but this is definitely worth it, because your life is a canvas. You can start over. You can release these expectations for yourself and others and just be open to new ways of approaching your love life. Or, if this is a career situation, same thing. Self-improvement. Take a course. Get that certification. If you want to move up, but you want to be less burdened, you need to be a little bit more realistic about what you're doing, but knowing that you have to do the work to get rewarded, essentially, is what this is. So, not that a person is a reward, you know what I mean? But like fulfillment, right? Like we're looking at fulfillment in love and life and career. That's what we're talking about. So it's gonna be a year of that. So that is your reading, pile 3. If you would like to book a personal reading, there is a link in my description to my link tree to order readings. You can find me on TikTok, and I have an Instagram profile, but I barely use it. I need to work on that. But mostly I'm on TikTok, and I would love to do a personal reading to dig deeper into this. Would be a good way to start, because there's a lot there. But Happy New Year. Happy New You. Happy new perspectives. Happy new life changes. I think it's going to be a wonderful year. 2025 is about the number 9. 2024 was number 8. 9 is like, got to keep working at it. You gotta keep doing it. And that was the first card that came out. So there you go. If the number 9 follows you, that's a reason. All right. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you nothing but the best.